like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? What can I take? Can I be your superhero? Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. book that I wrote, or all the words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes. Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose. I can see through your disguise. Lay it down, hope for something better. Looking at the clouds, the cyber and the weather. You can't keep this up. The lies are just too much. Kick back, start another fire. Looking at the clouds, making shapes that you admire. And you can't stop it now, 'cause you don't know how. You can't stop it now.
I'm out here looking for you. Where you at? Running late at night to get you back. I know I fucked up and that's a fact. I was just trying to do me, trying to succeed. with this music. I know I spend too much time in the studio. I know you don't support that shit, but I need you in my life. That's why I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you right now. 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 I'm out and searching for you once again. Checking all the places you go with your friends. And I know I need you here right now to make amends. I don't wanna end up on the rooftop thinking about you. I spend too much time getting faded. These other women, they too complicated. Yeah, I know it's you I wanna spend my everyday with. That's why I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you right now. I'm looking for you right now. I'm looking for you right now. Right now. I'm looking for you 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 right now.
gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
Alright, hello and welcome everybody to the Domination Series 3, Losers Bracket Round 2, with Legion of Kings playing against random noobs in the Horde format. I'm your commentator today, James, and beside me is kenanahmed. How are you today?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
So, well, another day, another way. So in case it wasn't mentioned, excuse the car in the background. We have Random Noobs and Legion of Kings playing today, and currently we're still a little bit of an issue on the battlefield, but people are still getting set up. Hopefully, we'll continue shortly.
Yeah, so 20 seconds till it starts, so we should have everybody in the map by then. But as I said, it's the Horde format we're playing today, so that means that you can use any turret, any hull, any protections excluding unique modules, and no more than 3 short-range turrets per team, so you're not allowed more than 3 of Firebird, Freezer, or Iceda, basically.
Exactly.
Very
And we
dynamic
are,
format.
yeah, and we are on the map Barda today, and already going at it. The match has started. Great push already happening from Random Noobs. They're already going at it, taking the blue flag, protect in-game results. Lockheed going at it. Fate is War and Baleka,
Yeah.
though, doing a lot
Well,
of
at the same
damage.
time, we had the flag being taken by Legion of Kings.
Yeah, and it's looking promising for them. E-Hot War, backed up by Forever is Best. Literally nobody to contest them, actually. But at the same time, flag was returned, and that's a capture, making the score 1-0, already
Yeah, that
starting
was
off.
very fast within the first 40 seconds. Like we were saying the other day about teams wanting to get off the mark really fast, we saw that from Legion of Kings doing a superb job.
Exactly, and yeah, it's always like the first minute that, as we were saying yesterday, it's always like that first minute that just the beginning where people are just starting to warm up, but people just go straight for it. They just go right for the attack, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But hey, there you go.
Exactly.
Uh,
Little bit of a push by E-Hot War again. He seems to be the primary attacker for Legion of Kings. Taken out though by the defense of Random Noobs.
yep, and Protect using that Asita, who, in case it wasn't mentioned, upgrades are off today, and smart supplies are also off. So it's kind of fair game in a way. It comes down to skills, but alterations are on, so that does come into play.
Yeah, and
Um,
of course the supplies are on, which makes it so much more exciting.
exactly, and
And there's a lot of
it's not
skill
like,
involved.
yeah, it's not like yesterday, for example, where it heavily relied on drops, because I mean that's different when it's the light format and all that. Um, but in this case, you have the supplies; you can just use them.
Yeah, but it's all
Um,
about being smart with your supplies, and being able to time when to use them properly. Because of course
exactly,
they
and
all have different cooldowns.
exactly, and as we say that, Napalm and Marvelous going at it. Napalm left with a sliver of health, but E-Hot War comes in, takes him out with one ricochet shot, gets that return, but it was really close. He was almost in the
Yep.
clear.
2 versus 2 in the random noob space at the moment. Baleka taking the flag, healed by Mafia, and he
Yep.
looks to bring it all the way back to his base with only pressure from Napalm.
Yep, and he has Mafia to back him up with the Isida. Napalm doing some damage on Mafia, not really focusing on the
Yeah.
flag.
This could be another
Um,
capture if in-game results is taken out.
yeah, but Mime Fate is War doing some good damage on him, and that's the next capture.
Look at that, all
Or
the
2
Legion
0.
of Kings players back in the base. Some brilliant support.
Yeah, they definitely have some good coordination. I mean, already starting
Oh,
off, you can
definitely.
already see it. It's like going for it. But Roberto, 7773, making the push. Forever Best. Mafia has his eyes on him. Forever Best right there, but gets taken out by Finisher, who ends up flipping. In-game results coming to back him up, actually block with the tank, buy some time. Eat Hot War is right there.
Oh, nice
But
spawn from the Isida Protect.
yep,
Protecting Roberto.
literally living up to his name. And here goes Roberto. Gonna get that capture. It's gonna be really close,
Very
but there he
nice.
goes.
Yeah, absolutely no health on the capture, but he made it, which is what mattered. Baleka, on the other hand, nicks the flag and is going
Yep.
away unchallenged.
But Napalm on the other side, literally with no supplies, just a nitrous, running away with it by himself. Protect right there to come in. And so does E Hot War. But it's not going to be enough from him. Napalm taking him out, relatively simple, um, due to the fact that he had no supplies. Napalm now holds the flag, and now we're at the good old Mexican standoff point again, where
Yeah, classic
it's
Barda
nice.
standoff.
Yep, classic Barda standoff. I like that. But if I'm correct, and I am going to make sure I am correct because I like to be correct when I say things, um, friendly fire is on. So for
Yep.
those using Freeze and Firebird, they best be careful where they aim because sometimes, as you've seen, people have gotten in clusters a lot. And like when we're near the flag bases, for example, the red base or the blue base, people have gone in clusters, and there have been some Freeze and Firebirds there where they ended up damaging their own teammates.
Yeah, it's a
So
risky business.
yeah, exactly. Which was what Napalm was doing, helping out Marvelous while killing him and helping him out, taking out his own teammate. But there you go. The only turret that really doesn't fall into that friendly fire category
Yeah.
is Sita.
Wow, look at
Because
this. All the random
yeah,
news players swarming the blue base.
Yeah, but they're on the wrong side.
Yeah, only in-game results coming from the opposite side, although they're meeting in the middle now, trying to corner in Forever Best, who has the
Yeah,
red flag.
and in-game results getting some good damage on him. It's looking promising, but
He's
Forever
the last
Best.
man standing.
Yep, Mafia came in clutch there with the healing, and did get get a little bit of health on him.
Although they all died at the same time, which means that they can all attack again at the same time.
Yeah, that is handy. I'd definitely say that. Kessler is now making the lone wolf push by himself, and to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there is nobody using a light hull at all,
No.
and nobody's using a heavy hull either. Everybody is literally everybody's using Viking.
Yeah,
There
well,
is
a good
nobody.
compromise between having lots of armor and more speed and agility.
I agree.
Because in a map like this, you don't want to be too slow.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, Vikings always been a very good hull. Back in the day, I used to be a very big ah, English. I used to be a big fan of Hunter
Yeah.
until they kind of made the light hulls with the same health, and the medium hulls with the same health, and Dictator. Hunter was my go-to hull back in the day, but when they rebalanced it all, there you go. But in-game results making the push on Mafia, who has no supplies
Oh, wow.
and has no support, but Baleka coming in.
Retreating.
Ooh, it actually could be promising. He's getting cornered by Protect, who's coming in, doing some good damage. And Baleka gets the flag, but literally
Oh,
about no health.
return from
Ooh,
Legion of Kings. Ooh, 2 versus 1 on Napalm.
that is 3-on-2. Fate is War, really low on health, gets taken out by Roberto, and that's the return from Roberto. And now Forever Best coming in, running away with that flag. He kind of timed it right. And now he's just running away with it. Napalm behind him, but E-Hot War coming in, blocking with his tank. Very smart move, as we talked about yesterday, buying more time, buying a few seconds. And there we go. Forever Best now holding the flag. Napalm right behind him. But Roberto with the far range shot. Napalm with the return. Now Kessler has to run back to his base.
Yeah,
Get that
unchallenged
return.
though. He has an Iceda with him, so this should be a capture for random noobs.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough from Baleka today. And there you go. That's the return. And that's the capture. 2-2. Wow. So they are tied now.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Roberto's pulling the flag through the center. But Fate is War coming to challenge him a bit.
Yeah.
But you do
nice
have
drop
Protect
for Protect, because Protect had all his supplies active. Good use of the dropping the flag.
Exactly, and another capture for random noobs. Their coordination is working. They're coming back. They started off 2-0, and there you go. Baleka with a good mind placement, making the
It's
push by himself.
by no means over though. With 2 minutes remaining, Legion of Kings can still fight back into this.
That is true. But if I'm correct, I'm noticing only about 2 people are really using long range turrets. Most people are going about medium range. We do have a Vulcan on the map, a Railgun, and a Thunder. But other than that, I'm noticing a lot of short range turrets and then just Ricochet and Twins.
Well, a lot of the time in a fast-paced, hard format game like this, a lot of your action is going to be close combat, so to speak. So
Exactly.
medium and short-range turrets come in handy.
Yeah, and secondly, especially in Capture the Flag, because you're going into the enemy's base to take the flag and then run back to your base.
Exactly.
So you're gonna get face to face with them when
It's
they're
not
spawning.
like XP, BP, or Light, where you have a lot of opportunity to camp around and take your time, whereas here you really have to think on your feet a lot more.
Exactly, I hear that. But now we're at a good old barter standoff, as you said earlier.
Yep,
And
the
here we go,
second
Roberto.
second standoff of the game.
But with 50 seconds left, all random noobs really has to do is just hold it, and they'll take the round. And if they don't, then they'll tie, and they'll move on. But right now, random noobs is in the lead, and all they, like I said, need to do is defend, and maybe they might just prevail. Napalm and My Fate is War going at it. Napalm drops the flag for Roberto, who runs over the mine, but Protect is there with the Sita, protecting his team. 30 seconds left, looks promising.
Look at all the Legion of Kings players pushing on the far side. Well, it looks like they were about to, but delayed what they were doing.
Yeah, they didn't really know exactly what to do. But now they need to make one big push all together. 10 seconds left. It's all down to Mafia, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah,
Literally,
look at
all
the random noobs. All in the corner.
So it's over. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is game first round going to
Yeah, 3-2.
Random Noobs. Yeah, there you go.
Well done.
But they still have 3 more rounds to go. So it they can still come back. It's not over yet.
Of course. And obviously the teams swap sides, so both sides are relatively different as well. So maybe we'll see one side have a particular advantage.
Yeah, and I'll say this: I tend to see people on the red team do better
Yeah,
compared to the blue
my
team.
my opinion of that is because the red side is slightly higher up and overlooking the blue side, and you have an overall better view and a pathway to the blue side, and it's easier to attack.
Exactly, and the bridges, the little areas, those areas are they don't have to kind of travel a bigger distance compared to the blue
Hmm.
side. The bridges are right closer to them, so they kind of have a direct route in. And
Yeah,
they have multiple options. They can go multiple different ways.
yeah,
And if you look on, by the blue flag, and by the 2 houses that are over there going toward the red base, there's literally that one little barrier that there's that one ramp that goes up into like a box area, and then there's
yeah,
like a wall right behind that. That's a perfect place to go for a railgun.
yeah,
You can just go
definitely.
back and forth, snipe in right into the
Although
flag area.
I'd say the advantage is more prominent in XBBP and light format where you have to use the drops because the drops are more exposed on the blue side, so you're obviously getting shot
Right.
more if you're going for the drops. But in hard format, it doesn't really matter too much, and you have to use the buildings and the bridges and all that kind of stuff as your main shield.
Yeah. Now, seeing the red base, they have a fair amount of drops near them, but I think the only advantage that I kind of see with the blue side is even though their drops are more open, they have more drops to take
Yeah,
from.
well, the
So
drops don't matter too much in hard format anyway, so
exactly.
we'll
So
just
I mean
have to
that
see
that,
what happens.
that falls into XBBP. But
Hmm.
already the round is going, and just once again for all those who are just joining us, we are streaming the third Domination series, and on the battlefield today we have Legion of Kings and Random News in the second round of the losers bracket. So far, uh, Random Noobs taking a score 1-0. We are on Barda playing the hard
Yeah.
format today, and the action's already begun.
Yeah, can I just say the winner of this game will go on to face either Cadets or Dream Squad in losers bracket round 3, and
Fan.
edge ever closer to the end of the losers bracket where they can imminently reach the top bracket grand final.
Exactly. So it's not over yet. But right now, in-game results and finisher taking the flag. Finisher running with it. Unchallenged currently. Mafia now has the flag. Going back to the standoff point again.
Yeah,
Already first minute.
again, both teams having the same kind of idea of going for a really fast attack straight from the word go.
Exactly. From the word go. I love it. And pretty much he just got Mafia there. He's conserving his double armor. That's a very smart move, and
Yeah.
that goes into tactics and just that kind of area where
Also,
he's conservative.
um, I think it's smart that the flag was dropped to a long range turret. Like we can see, Roberto has the flag for random noobs. That effectively gives you an extra man on the field. When you have the flag, the long range turret can snipe anybody from anywhere on the map.
Exactly. And the only downside to that is if somebody gets up close, you're going to be reloading
Yeah,
and it's not going to be that promising, but that's why you have your other teammates going into the enemy base trying to return the other flag
yeah.
on
He
the
had a
other side.
close call just a second ago, but had support from the ICDA protect to ensure he didn't die. So it's all good.
Exactly. And right now we have a big push happening from Kings. Forever Best, Something 22, E Hot War, Baleka, all making the push on the corner, but might not be enough. Protect got Roberto. And Forever Best trying to make the push, but Kessler, once again, using his tank to block, buy more time, and it's a very
Yeah,
smart move and effective.
look at numbers back in the random news base, all trying to protect that flag.
See, I think what would be a smart move is right now, since it is a 6 versus 6, if you had 2 players come from where the red flag is and then come from where the blue flag is and kind of just corner them in. That way, right now, as we say, Fate is War, Forever Best, Something 22, all going for it. They get the return. But on the other hand, Kessler's coming in doing some damage, but it
Yeah,
might not
he's
be
alone.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody there to help Kessler. Uses a repair
And
kit, but he's taken out very fast. And a capture for Legion of Kings.
yep, E-Hot War taking that capture. Now, My Fate is War making the push, along with Forever is Best, but in-game results getting healed by Protect, who does some good damage, and in-game results is just left with Forever Best, who has no supplies. Hence, he gets taken out. And there we go, back to square one. But at the same time, Kessler and Protect making the push on the red flag,
Yep.
unnoticed by E-Hot War, but gets killed.
Yeah, strange to see Protect, who's the Aisida, take the flag. I suppose he was the only person in the base available to actually take the flag. But usually you'd have someone go in before the Aisida and have the Aisida behind you to heal.
Right, I definitely say that. But right now, Baleka making the flank from around the base, but gets noticed relatively quickly, and he actually just changed from Thunder to Railgun, which is not a bad move. I would definitely say that.
Uh, Look at this.
It's decent.
Roberto coming in unnoticed into the Legion of Kings base, takes the flag, has in-game results for support.
Yep, taking it, running away with it. But Yeehaw War and Mafia coming in with My Fate is War
Ooh.
and a good shot by Finisher from the long range area. Was that Finisher who killed him? Oh no, it was Baleka. Baleka got a
Baleka, yeah.
nice far range shot. Yeah, and now he's running away with the flag unchallenged, but at the same time, in-game results, taking that counterattack, running with the flag, and pretty much backed up by Kessler, who he hands it
Nice
off
drop.
to. Smart move.
Nice
Yep.
play.
Court coordination on point again. Now Kessler and Forever Best going at it, but Roberto using the tank to block, buys a few seconds once again, and Kessler running away with the flag, but Forever Best is so low to the point where he decides to stick his ground, and now Kessler hands it off to Roberto, another smart move, who now holds the flag with the far range shot and does some nice damage from afar, kills his
Yep.
own teammate, but still gets some shots.
Yeah, again, another standoff.
Yep, back to the good old Barta standoff. Napalm making the push. Forever Best doing a lot of damage on him, but backs off to go take the health pack, which he didn't
Yeah.
need. But because Roberto was right there, it was a good idea to hand it off to him. Something 22, all alone with Isida. I would definitely say that right now it would be a good idea for Something 22 to hand it off to Baleka, and also notice that in-game results is coming in completely unnoticed, but Mafia.
Yeah. Napalm
Just-
coming in as well, activating full supplies. With the freeze can cause a lot of damage to many people.
Yeah, and definitely I would say with Freeze's recent buff, English, with Freeze's recent buffs, I would definitely say that Freeze has become very powerful. Personally, I think it's a little bit too overpowered, but that's just me. But you know, for example, my Freeze is only about 7 micro upgrades, and somehow I still manage to do good
Yeah.
because
Well.
it's just powerful now.
True that. And look at this, 2 versus 1 on the flag. Well, 2 versus 2 now. Random Noobs
Oh.
trying to return their flag.
Yeah, and this is going to be really close. Mafia almost died right
You
there.
can see Finisher making a push in there as well with Kessler.
Yep, but at the same time, on the other side, Baleka and E-Hot Warren making the push on Roberto, who's completely
Where to
cornered.
return?
Yep, there's the return, and this could be a capture. But no, not looking promising. Something 22 was able to get away with it. In-game results got the return, and yep, for a second there I completely lost sight of the flag. I could not see it. I just
Yeah, a
my
bit of a
eyes-
cram. All the players over there. There's a capture.
Yep, score 1-1.
Again, Random Noobs coming from behind to gain a better
Yep,
result.
Forever Best running with the flag. Kessler right behind him. It's Something 22's right. They're going to take out Kessler and then heal Forever Best, which is a very smart move. Obviously, that's good support. And Roberto's coming in, going to try and do some shots, but it's not going to be enough. Not today, at least. But Forever Best loses those supplies, which is very bad. And at the same time, in-game results sneaks in, takes the flag, and there you go.
Oh, it's a return.
Oh, yep, and almost a capture. Here we go, another cluster again. E-Hot War going against Napalm, who gets a good line placement and gets that return by Kessler.
E-Hot War was so close, but he was taken out. And
by that mine. That was a good mine placement from Napalm, and he got a little bit too ballsy, so to speak. He got really aggressive right there, and that cost him the flag. And that was a
Two to
return. Yeah. I mean,
It's
they
amazing.
can still
It's
come back
amazing how
though.
fast it goes.
Yeah, it really is. But they could still come back. It's
Yep.
not over yet. But I would definitely say that for at least about 5 minutes of the entire game itself, there was a good standoff going on. If you just add off all the standoffs that have been going on, about 5 minutes, there was just this big
Oh,
standoff
definitely.
going on.
In
There you
order
go.
to prevent that from happening and return the flag as fast as possible, they need to make sure their communication is on point and that they attack in numbers.
Exactly. And as you say, attacking numbers, E Hot War, something 22, Fate is War, pulling the flag through the center, finisher challenging him,
Wow,
but it's
look at
not going
that
to be
attack
enough.
from in-game results and protect. In-game
Yeah,
results manages just to get away.
backed up by Roberto, has support from him, but ooh, okay, something 22 is on his tail. Fate is War coming in from down low, but it's not going to be enough. Finisher, Napalm, all there to back in-game results up. Finisher now has the flag, and he can do damage at long range, so it's not a bad move.
Yep.
Mafia making
Not the worst thing in the world. Having a standoff at this stage in terms of in favor for random noobs, because if they can just hold it out for the last minute or so, then it's all good for them.
pretty much, and Finisher hands it off to Roberto. My Fate is War making the push, but Protect is right there, and he does protect Roberto by using that Aceta, and he gets killed. He doesn't have an R in his name, so people, yeah, I know people are saying it's Protect, but I just say Protect because it just
Well, it
sounds.
is in Russian. It is protect.
Oh, it is okay. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Russian spelling.
yeah. You see, you're better than me with Russian. I don't know enough to continue on a sentence. But here we go. E Hot War making the push and no supplies whatsoever, but in-game results about to come in
Oh, look at
clutch.
this! There's about to be 3 versus 2. That's a return.
Oh, so
Wow,
close. That was
just
really close.
always the most gutting feeling, losing out on a capture in the last 20 seconds.
Yep. And now we
But look at
have
this!
something 22 running with the
Oh
flag.
my goodness!
10
10
seconds.
seconds. Is he gonna make it?
Can he do it? I don't know. Roberto's right there, and he has the railgun. It's not going to be enough. Kessler
Ah,
gets the return. Kessler gets kill, and Napalm gets the return. Oh no, he gets the return. Okay, yeah. But wow, that was really close. I definitely say that.
so
So this
yes,
is a tie.
yeah, it
But,
is.
but, random noobs still in the lead by one. Um, so round number one, a win for random noobs. Round number two, a tie,
Yep.
almost a win
So
for random noobs.
meaning that if random noobs win this next round, they uh will win the game.
Pretty much. So right now, it is imperative that Legion of Kings comes back and at least wins this round. So if they want to continue on, or else if they don't, then Random Noobs takes it all. And I know some people have been making some jokes recently, but I would say that in this case, if the Noobs win, then the Kings have lost. So
Haha.
Kings versus Noobs, and the Noobs will win. So there you go. You know what?
Back at it again with the puns.
Yeah, you know how I am. But you know, it would be better if they didn't know how to turn their turrets. Then we could legitimately call them Noobs.
Mm.
No, I'm just kidding. I would actually like some kind of format where it's just everybody uses Magnum. Like nobody because they can't turn the turret. They can only go vertical up and down.
Very true.
Um
That would be quite
so
funny to see.
yeah, that would actually be pretty cool to
I
see.
would pay to watch that.
I really would too. I mean, or like make a format or make a game mode where it's just or a format of game mode or whatever where nobody could turn their turret. They have to keep the turret centered, and they just have to fire whatever they got, just straight. And I think that would personally make for something quite enjoyable to watch.
Indeed, it would.
So going back to it, for those who are just joining us, we are streaming the third Domination Series. On the second round of the losers bracket, we have Legion of Kings and Random Noobs out here today. So far, round number one has resulted in a good win by Random Noobs, and the
Yep.
second round that just happened, very close. They almost won again, but it ended up in a tie. Hence, score is 1-0 right now. We're going into the third round. Sides have changed. And we are on the map Barda today in the hard format. And so let's see how it goes.
Indeed. Both teams making a push early on, yet again. See E-Hot War taking the flag, taking up a defense of random noobs.
Yep. But now here goes Baleka, something 22 healing him. And completely just runs away. Kessler focused on the Isida instead, which I do not think was a smart move. Here we go. Now he's running with it. Goes to block Napalm, buys some time. Very smart move. Mafia running with the flag. And back to square one. Standoff.
I'm just looking at the comments of the YouTube chat, and there's people saying that they want us to say that the random noobs are noobs. So
Well,
that they want me to say that so he can laugh, apparently.
yeah, well, we're not gonna say that because, I mean, personally, they've been playing very well so far. Right? Both teams have been playing very well, so nobody here is a noob. Especially if they made it this far. If you made it into the playoffs, then yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
they're already in the second round. Um, some people like to disagree, and they have their own opinions. Oh, by the way, I forgot to give a shout out to our best broadcaster ever, and the person you should definitely send some friend requests to because he likes to input his voice on things that doesn't concern him. Unknown Ageless, also known as iOptic, little bit of lag on that. But you guys should definitely add him. And as I say that, a lot of things happen, and worst time to mention this stuff. But yeah, you
And a
guys should add
capture.
him. Yeah, and a capture, as I was saying. But yeah, you guys should add him. He's a nice guy. He'll definitely add you, and he'll drop you guys some gold boxes. I'm pretty sure he's been enjoying those friend requests. You guys keep it up. But already, Kessler making the push, taking the flag, protect on his back, protecting him with the Isida. E-Hot War is right behind him, but it's not going to be enough to take him
Looks
out.
like yet again random noobs are coming back from a one flag deficit.
And score 1-1. So, yeah, already at it. And the first, about 2 minutes and a half now. So far, it's going good. Something 22 now pulling the flag, but Finisher's doing a lot of good damage on him. Got a good mind placement. Something 22 really low on health, but drops it down to Baleka, who is now being contested by in-game results. And he is doing quite good amount of damage, but Forever Best comes in, takes him out, and there goes Baleka. Roberto now using hammer instead of the railgun. Coming in, but gets blocked off by Forever Best. And now back to the standoff point where Baleka hands it off to E-Hot War, who has the ricochet. But in the center at the same time, some good developments are happening where Kessler's pulling the flag with Protect on his back. So there you go. Not bad, but in-game results. Here comes in-game results, making the push, but My Fate is War and Mafia there to back him up. And
Another standoff.
yeah, bar the standoffs. It's all the time, all the time. It's like, I've seen a few matches where people get obliterated, but most of the time it's just there's always a standoff at least every single round. And already in-game results in Baleka going at it with Protect back there to heal him, but Forever Best comes from behind, unnoticed, gets really good damage on him, but it's not going to be enough because Finisher spawns right there, and Roberto
Outnumbered.
does too. Outnumbered. Kessler attacking by himself. Not a smart move considering the fact that he's going against the two Firebirds. And
Look
now,
at the position that Finisher has adopted. Very, very advanced.
that is true, but Baleka is all alone, but just gets those supplies just in time.
Look at this.
But has
Something
two
22 is
mines
going
right
to
there.
try and he's going to try and cut him off as Finisher tries to go back. So what? It's a return though.
It is a return, but if something 22 kept going, he would have gotten that return because Finisher has no supplies.
He's stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, I personally do not think. I mean, even though he's going to back up his teammate, I personally would have said that go for the offensive and get the return. The return is more important, personally. I personally think that the return is more important than the capture. That way, the other team doesn't get the capture.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's debatable, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, depends on whether if you return it to be able to take the flag again.
Yeah, that too.
The other team capturing. But right now we have a return for Legion of Kings, and it looks like My Fate is War is going to capture for them, just
barely.
Yeah, 2-1 with 5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, but here we go. In-game results in Kessler going at it with Finisher coming to back up and Roberto coming in from behind to reinforce that attack. And pretty much kind of uncontested to an extent. Oh, but Mafia gets a good health pack, good use of a health pack. So he gets a lot of his health back, and My Fate is War comes in, gets the return. But something 22 going in unknown. Oh, well, there's a little bit of lag on the server side.
Yeah.
But something
Saw that.
22 comes in, takes the flag. In-game results completely just obliterated due to the low amount of health that he had. And now something 22 pulling the flag all by himself,
He's got
not
health
being
pack in
contested,
front of him as well if he needs to use it.
but
Avoids it.
ignores
Cannot
that.
allow Finisher to take it.
Yep, but Mafia coming in and something 22 also doing some damage also. But now a good counterattack from in-game results to protect Roberto, all going at it now while Baleka holds the flag. Now, in-game results, Baleka both going head-to-head, both flag carriers. But now in-game results is running with the flag, went the complete wrong way. I personally would have let his teammates make the attack and run around. But, yep, goes the wrong way, gets killed. Now, he's waiting for the Fate is War is waiting for the base to be clear so he can return, in which he does. Now Forever Best running for it, but in-game results making a push along with Roberto. Gets the flag, but E-Hot War is right there along with something 22 and Forever Best. Might not be that promising. Or maybe it might. In-game results, hands it off to Finisher. Good handoff.
Random Noobs did well to get back on the flag as soon as it had been returned.
Yeah, they are doing well, but right now, currently, Legion of Kings is still in the lead, 2-1. 3 minutes left though.
And
Still anybody
like I said before, with having long-range turrets take the flag, you could see Finisher there. He was just camping on the bridge, sniping down with his Vulcan on everyone down in the blue base.
I agree. Definitely a smart move. But he hands it off to Kessler, who now has a big attack happening by Forever Best and something 22, but it's not going to be enough as Roberto's right behind them and Kessler with Protect. Not going to be enough. Gets some good amount of health on him, and there you go. Kessler back to full health. Now Mafia holds the flag on the other side, but decides to kill. Fate is War. Hands it off to something 22. And then they go back again at the standoff point, but Protect tries to make the push by himself, be the lone wolf. But that lone wolf tactic doesn't always work out when you're in a 6 versus 6. I mean, I'm just saying that's just me. I don't know. People have their own opinions, but when you're in a 6 versus 6 and you're attacking by yourself, it's not a good move. But as we say that, in-game results, Roberto, Kessler, and Protect all going through the center while Napalm decides to run away a little bit from Forever Best and My Fate is War. And that's not really good. He's all by himself.
3 versus 3.
Yep, but Napalm's all alone. And Forever Best is right there. And looks like it could be a return. My Fate is War right there. Ooh, Finisher gets that flag in really close. And that was really close. That was almost a return. He was completely cornered, but Finisher got a nice spawn in which he was able to come in. And now Finisher drops the flag off to Napalm, takes an advantageous point.
In my opinion, it would have been better for Finisher to move up to the little house on the right side of the red base and just snipe from there with the flag. But it looks like he's moving a little bit more advanced now into the base.
Indeed he is, but he's doing that lone wolf tactic, and, well, Mafia takes him out. Napalm also doing a lone wolf tactic, but it's not going to be enough. But at the same time, Roberto, Napalm all closing in on Mafia. Protect is a little far back. But, ooh, it could be something. Roberto is doing some damage. Baleka and Protect going at it, but Protect is all alone. Yep, in-game results coming in, but it's not going to be enough.
Now we see Finisher pushing up to this, just beside the house.
Yeah, but there's a lot of lag on the server side. So it's really difficult to see what's going to happen because some people are just teleporting right now. But Napalm and E-Hot War going at it. Mafia coming in from behind. Napalm has no support whatsoever. Kessler's a little bit too far, and it's not going to be enough. Mafia might get that return.
Possibly 30 seconds to go.
This could be close. Oh, Kessler comes in.
Yeah, grabs it just in time. Mafia prevented from returning.
Yep, and Mafia gets killed. Kessler is on half health, but here comes Roberto. But it looks like he might go for the offensive. Nope, he drops it.
Could this be a return?
Ooh, it might be. Oh, it could be a tie almost. It's really, really close. E-Hot War all on, but it's not going to be enough. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I got to say, that was really close.
Very intense. So, Legion of Kings win this one, 2-1, making it 1-1 on rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Legion of Kings. Right now, it is 1-1, so they are tied.
Yeah, so meaning that this last round is the decider. Whoever wins this will be victorious, but if it's a tie, it will go to a tiebreaker.
Yeah. So
So it's going to be very dramatic, which is what we want to see as a neutral viewer.
yeah, some people don't want to go to the tiebreaker, as I can hear some cries in the background. Um, but yeah, I would definitely say that if they do, they'll go to the tiebreaker. That way it breaks the ties. But we'll see what happens.
Well, it all
So
depends on how long my laptop survives.
yeah, that too. You're how much percent are you on now?
I'm on 59 actually, so it's all good.
Oh, okay. You'll last. You'll be fine.
Well, I'm
Uh,
just constantly watching the percentage drop.
yeah, I want to get my chicken wings and French fries and mozzarella sticks. So I'm
Ooh.
gonna do that after done. I don't know. There was some really good sauce that happened last time. I don't know if it was like some honey mustard or something, but it was really
Mm-hmm.
good. I don't know.
Honey mustard sauce is delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, some are too bitter, but some companies that make it really sweet. So
Yeah.
there you go. But getting back to the match at hand. For those who are just joining us, we are streaming the third Domination Series Losers Bracket number 2. And on the map today, we have Legion of Kings and Voice Crack, my Voice Crack. You also have that on the map today. And Random Noobs. So far, the score is 1-1 with the first round. Random Noobs taking it. Then a tie happening in the second round. And Random Noobs, um, or no, excuse me, Legion of Kings. I
Yep.
always lose my train of thought. Legion of Kings coming back last round, making the score 1-1. So we'll see what happens. Whoever wins next round, that's it. And if they tie again, then it'll go down to the tiebreaker. Um, and
Yeah.
yeah, but
But
we are on.
I'm pretty sure that neither of these teams really want to do a tiebreaker, and they really want to put it to bed in this round.
Yeah, definitely. So right now, already happening. Good push by um, lovely Legion of Kings. E-Hot War something 22 made that push. Baleka's now trying to go from behind, but at the same time protect, making the push, but the defense is prevailing. While Kessler is all alone. Oh, okay. It could be a little bit close. Something 22 and
Ooh.
E-Hot War going for it. Kessler now pulling the flag, going against Roberto, who is now pushing on E-Hot War, and it's close, but no cigar.
It's return.
Baleka takes out Kessler. Return. E-Hot War all alone. Hands it off to Forever Best. He has to get there before in-game results, who is coming in right now. Coming in to block him off, actually. But it's not going to be in time, and that's going
Oh,
to be a
nice
capture.
communication.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
GG.
nice. Delaying the return just to get it bang on time before in-game results could take the flag.
Right, in the first minute already, there's already been a capture, but Roberto's now pulling the flag through the center while Mafia is running away with Finisher doing some good damage on him. Finisher literally finishing him. But ends up not doing so, gets killed. Finish gets finished. And in-game results makes the push, but Forever Best and something 22 there to heal him. And now we are at the good old Barda standoff again that we
Here
have
we
seen
go again.
every single round so far. How lovely. But that's what
Yeah,
happens
well
when
it
you have
is
two good
Barda,
teams.
what do we expect?
Exactly. Literally almost every stream. If it's on Barda, there's always a standoff. But as we just mentioned, we are on the map Barda today, and it is the hard format. And for those who do not know what the hard format is, I will run through that really quick. Any turrets are allowed. Any hulls are allowed. All modules are allowed except unique modules. There cannot be more than 3 short-range turrets per team, which consists of Freeze, Firebird, and Isita. It is a 6 versus 6. Bonus boxes are on, supplies are on, smart supplies are off, drones are off, friendly fire is on, upgrades are off, alteration, weapon change on, overdrives are off. So,
Yeah,
there you go.
thank you.
You're welcome.
No, no major push on the flags yet in the standoffs.
Yeah, kind of the lone wolf tactic going at it again. But Mafia's all alone. Notice how he conserves his supplies and waits until he actually has to use them, in which he does now. But I do think that it's a very smart move that he did conserve the supplies. He waited until he had to use them. That way he has more time with them. And right now, Mafia going against Roberto, who's coming in with that hammer, doing some good damage on him, but it's
Yeah,
not going
there's
to
a
be enough.
return there.
Can they make it? I don't know. Mafia, something 22 running with it. Finisher.
You can
Oh,
see.
wow.
Oh well, but right now we can see Protect and Napalm coming in on that bridge, not going to make it to the flag in time, allowing something 22 to capture, making it 2-0.
Two two
I remember in
zero.
the previous runs, Legion of Kings had captured, I think, first in all of the rounds, and it had been up to random noobs to come back. But right now, Legion of Kings have captured 2 flags, so it's going to be extra hard for random noobs to come back from this with 6.5 minutes to go.
Yep, but now Finisher's running with the flag while Mafia on the other side is also running with it. But Finisher, literally uncontested, but decides to get a little bit ballsy and goes further into the base with something 22 right behind him and E-Hot War right there. Um, Drops off the flag to Roberto, but really just taking a lot of damage, and that's going to be a return.
Yeah.
Mafia now running with it, but Napalm coming around taking the flag, but
Yeah,
Mafia's
and
not going to get away, and that's going to be a turn.
in-game results in Kessler in hot pursuit of the flag turns it from Mafia, allowing Napalm to run back to the base with Protect as Isida to support him. Something 22 on the other hand, running away with the blue flag with support from his teammates.
Yep, Mafia taking the flag, but he's a short-range turret and Finisher's right behind him. Baleka's doing some damage, but it might not be enough. Mafia decides to go low, smart move, gets cornered, and hands off the flag to My Fate is War, while E-Hot War is also there to back him up. So two guys who are very experienced in the war. I'm pretty sure they are participating in the war currently because, I mean, his fate is the war. So we'll see how that rolls out. But right now, back to the Barta standoff. Finisher coming in, actually doing some damage with that Vulcan from afar, but it might not be enough. In-game results protect everybody coming from all sides, but it's not going to be enough. Baleka has the flag. He is a ricochet, so he does have some medium range going for him. In-game results making the push, but a good mine placement, and that gets taken out really quick. But now everybody's in the corner, so this will be a good time to kind of do a counter attack and get a return, but everybody
Yeah,
decides to
if you look at
self-destruct.
Finisher moving his way back across the map, the flag was being kept in a pretty difficult position.
Yeah, definitely. So now Mafia and Something 22 together, Napalm and Protect making the push along with in-game results. Mafia is getting shot from behind and in front. Kessler, Roberto also making the push. Something 22 right there, in-game results. Does the damage, gets the return, and that's a return.
Ooh.
But now at the same time, Finisher getting killed by Forever Best and E-Hot
Yeah,
War going
they're
for it.
cornered by E-Hot War and Forever Best. It's going to be difficult to get back into the base with something 22,
Oh,
Mafia, My Fate is War, and Baleka all pushing in on the blue flag.
yep, and the return does happen for the red flag. So the red flag is there. Something 22 now runs away with it. E-Hot War going to defend the flag against Roberto, who
Yeah,
comes in along with Napalm coming across
Roberto's
the bridge.
got some support.
Yeah, but it might not be enough, and he decides to go for the house because he knows it's going to be a
Ah,
standoff. Or
I
not.
think that was a
Kessler.
poor decision from Napalm going to the flag. He should have gone with Kessler in in-game results to try and return his flag because he was by himself against 2 defenders.
Yep. Now Baleka is getting, well, I mean, good counterattack from the blue team, but it was not going to be enough. But it was close because they were getting cornered, so I really thought it might have been a return, but it wasn't. Now Baleka all by himself. Actually, not anymore. He has his teammates
Yeah.
with him, but Roberto all by himself. But now My Fate is War coming in doing some damage, but Protect with the Isida, good spawn, gets the support on him, and in-game results changes from Freeze to Thunder.
Yeah,
So
well,
we'll see with that.
I don't know how many times we've said this, but yet again another flag standoff. But this will suit Legion of Kings perfectly, considering how long is left and the scoreline.
Right, and Napalm doing some damage, killing his teammate, but prevails at the end of the day. Still using that freeze. Forever Best going for it, but Protect there to protect his teammate, heal him, give him some health back. Now, remember that Isida, the effect of it removing the fire damage, the burning damage from Firebird, does not exist anymore. So Napalm was still losing a little bit of health, but ooh, not enough. Really close, almost a return. But Roberto comes in, gets the flag, gets a nice, gets it pretty nice, but decides to run behind the house while My Fate is War coming from behind him. But he drops the flag, leaves it there. Probably gonna pick it back up, or maybe hand it off to Finisher, which is not a bad move to give it to Vulcan. But something 22 coming from the other side, going to do some damage, and he is an Asita, so he is gonna do some damage. Gets killed. Something 22 holding off on the return, waiting until his teammates get closer. And he's probably going to have no choice but to return it here soon. End-game results, and Roberto making the push. My Fate is War. Mafia trying to block. Doesn't work out that well, but flips Roberto in the process, and that's a capture, making the score 3-0.
Yeah, well, if Roberto wasn't flipped there, he could have got shot on My Fate is War, who had no health at all. But
Yeah,
it was a
definitely.
capture, making it 3-0. A minute and a half to go. You don't really see Random Noobs coming back into this.
Yeah,
And
we don't.
this is cue your phrase.
Yeah. But Napalm now running with the flag. My Fate is War, and Mafia coming in on him, doing some damage, but it might not be enough. Because Protect does come in to heal him with the Isida protecting his team as usual. But Napalm going against Mafia, well, it's gonna be
Standoff.
close. Standoff. But
So, unless you're a hacker, you continue it.
well, unless you're a hacker, you're not gonna win from this. You're not coming back from this. I was legitimately about to say that. I was like, honestly, didn't have to remind me. I had it in the back of my head. I was saying it to myself. I was like, unless
I
you're
was
a hacker, you're not
trying to
gonna come
lead on
back.
to it perfectly.
Yeah, but unless you're a hacker, they're not coming back from this.
And Legion
And
of Kings are really, really running away with it now.
yep, and that's the fourth capture. 20 seconds left. Once again, unless you're a hacker, you're not coming back from this. And shout out to our broadcaster and referee on the battlefield, Unknown Angels, doing 2 tasks at once. Good multitasker out here doing some camera work and referee in
I
the
never
battle.
knew
So
men
shout
could
out.
multitask.
Yeah, I never knew either, but there you go. But he's doing good. So everybody, thank you for joining us. Round goes to Legion of Kings, therefore making the score 2-1. Congratulations, Legion of Kings. Have fun in losers bracket round number 3.
Yeah, they will be against the winner of the game of Dream Squad against Cadets.
Yeah, and we'll see how that works. It's either way going to be one of them. The match hasn't been played yet, so we'll see what happens soon. But stay tuned to that grid. And if you want more information on the tournament, head over to the forum. Everything is there. You can get more information on it. You can check. You get the link to the grid. But once again, thank you everybody for joining us here today. Shout out to our broadcaster and referee, Unknown Angels, also known as iOptic. Spam him with friend requests. Thank you, James, for being with me here today. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the clans. And if I have nothing else. So, you got anything, James?
Nope, just like to say thank you. Yeah, we'll hopefully see you in the next stream.
All right. I hope you enjoyed the promo codes. Goodbye.